Welcome back to American Beef Ranch. Today we're working on fence. Welcome back to American Beef Ranch. If it's a little windy, I apologize, but today we've got chicken fence and some cattle fence to work on so we can get prepared and get them into some new places. That way I don't have to worry about them this coming week when we're gonna get busy. I've got fertilizer to deliver for customers and spread. I've got other things happening on the farm that I gotta get taken care of, and it's just most likely gonna be a very, very busy week. So first thing I need to do is work on the chicken fence. What I'm gonna do is, I don't have any diesel for my backhoe and I need to move this, but instead of moving them today, I'm basically gonna shorten it this way and lengthen it out this way where there's some new grass. Let's get to it. So unfortunately, we've had some very high sustained winds and it has really done a number on this net wire. Not because of the wind itself, but just because of the weeds, the tumbleweeds that get blown up against the fence, and then it pushes pressure and it breaks posts. So you can see we got the fence laid over. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna suck this in so that we can go farther up north that way. So I think for today, I'm just gonna give them this extra little section here. It gives them some green grass to go ahead and eat this afternoon, and gives us a little point too, so hopefully weeds will roll off this. Here's a broken post like I've talked about, unfortunately. And with that, I'll give them some green grass to go ahead and eat today, and then I'll do the same thing tomorrow. I'll enclose this section here, and then Tuesday or something like that, when I have some free time this week, we'll go ahead and move them. But that gives them some new grass for today. So I gotta pick eggs, but I forgot a bucket. Go grab that, and then I gotta figure out some cow fence. All right, we got a few dozen more eggs. We already collected eggs once today and delivered some eggs today. It is Sunday. So like I said, can't get diesel for the backhoe to move the chickens, but they're squared away for the day. I've got to deliver these eggs to Mrs. Nelson, and I got to turn this fence back on for these chickens, and then, yeah, fence for cows. Troublemaker. These calves, because the hot wires are a certain height, they just duck right under it and go underneath it. If we had two hot wires, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but we only have a single hot wire, so they get out, but it's okay. She's a super light calf, so she's kind of scraggly, out here eating some green grass. But anyway, the cows, usually on the farm, I graze the west end. There's about, I don't know, 80 or 90 acres on the west. When I moved into the east, they're in about 330 acres of native grazing ground. This year, I'm going to graze the east first, and then I'm gonna graze the west, and then I'm probably gonna put them on some irrigated pasture. But things are changing around the farm. The layout's changing a little bit. So first thing I gotta do is, there used to be a gate here, obviously. I widened it for the equipment to get into the field. Oh, that silage smells so good right back there, if you guys can see it. We've gotta fill this in. It's about 32 feet or so, so we've gotta find some panels or something to fill that in. I don't think the cows are gonna press the fence very hard to come this way. If they do, there's nothing really over here. There is a lot of green grass out here. Anyway, a few weeks worth. So far, I've been trying to hold them off as long as I can, and their water's way back here, so the fence should hold them decently enough, especially since there's green feed on that side of the road. They'll get out there and they'll get to graze it, but we have to shut all the gates and block all the holes, and there's some spots that are bad. We know that this fence is gonna have to be replaced, and that's something we're also probably gonna have to look into doing here fairly quickly. not much of a gate here, but it's shut now. So, like I said, they got feed out there. They should be pretty good for a while. And if they get out, at least they're not getting into a cornfield like last summer. Admittedly, it is a couple days later, and I've got some panels found. We're gonna go grab those panels, take them down here, get this fence set up so we can turn the cows out to new pasture. Yes, the long hair's gone because it's a beautiful day. It's 75 degrees here, and we're gonna get working. So I'm gonna have to find one more panel, hopefully a 16-footer to block this off. This is the last one we block off. And then we can go right down there where them panels are at and open up a gate that's down there. And the cows are kind of headed this way, which I expected. So hopefully I can go find the other panel I need and we'll get these cows turned out on some fresh pasture. So the cows are excited. I'm gonna grab this old gate that's here. I think it's just long enough. And there's actually another panel right here I can grab too. That is all the panels we're gonna need. Let's go get them set up and get some cows turned out. They're pretty excited if you can't tell. I suppose I should attach it to the post. Well, got it set up, nothing fancy. The cows ain't gonna push on it very hard. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna go grab my pickup, come back up here. I got one more gate to shut down the road, and we can open the gate down here for the cows, and then hopefully they're headed this way. It looks like they could be headed this way, but they'll follow the pickup hopefully too, so. As you see, the gate is open. The cows will find it. I'm gonna go, I've got a couple problem children out. Cows that get out when they're, they just are always not where they're supposed to be, because I know the fence needs to be better, but also they don't respect barbed wire fence at all. They just go right through it. So I'm gonna go see if I can push them down here to this corner. And if I do, some of those cows should follow and find that the pasture's open, and they'll have some grass to graze, and that'll make them happy. They do still have to water back up there, which is a long way, but it's the only option I got. I'd love to have water down here, maybe one day soon, but you never know. All right, after several minutes chasing these stinking cows all over this field, not really chasing, but just, they don't want to go. They don't want to be pushed. They are about to run out this gate. And so we've accomplished our task. The cows have new grass, and they see the open gate, and now they are running. And there they go. Cows are happy, and I'm thirsty. God bless, have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time on American Beef Ranch.